This is a video review of the Canon 17-40mm F4L wide-angle lens. And here's the lens up close. So firstly, it's an L lens. You can always tell Canon L lenses with the signature red ring around the edge. Canon L lenses are typically superior build quality to the non-L versions. On the lens itself, you've got your zoom ring at the back. It's internal zooming, so by changing the zoom, you're not extending the size of the lens at all. Autofocus, manual focus switch here with your focusing readout panel there. The aperture range of this lens is f4 all the way up to f22, and then you've got your focusing ring at the front. Again, it's internal focusing, so that's not going to extend the barrel of the lens either. The lens itself weighs 500 grams. It's not too heavy. If you add that to your standard SLR body, you're talking probably about 1.1 kilograms, 1.2 kilograms combined. The Canon 17-40mm is weather resistant. You're meant to be able to take it out in bad weather conditions. I haven't taken it out in torrential rain, but I've taken it out in pretty bad weather with a Canon 1DS, and absolutely fine, no problems whatsoever. The minimum focusing distance of this lens is 28 centimeters, so it's obviously not a macro lens or anything, but you can still get pretty close. Now, on a cropped sensor camera, the focal range is obviously going to be increased, and this lens on a cropped sensor would be equivalent to a 28 to 70mm lens on a full frame. Also, the Canon 17-40 takes 77mm filters. And here's the lens attached to a Canon 5D. As I previously mentioned, changing the zoom and the focusing doesn't change the size of the lens at all. The lens itself has got a USM ring motor, which makes it incredibly quick and quiet to focus, as I'll just demonstrate. It finds its target very, very quickly, and it doesn't really make much noise at all. Here are a few example photos taken with this lens. They're all unedited, basically straight out the camera. I'm very happy with the sharpness that you can get with the 17-40. They're very clear and sharp, sharper than say the non-L lens alternatives. You don't get any chromatic aberration or fringing, and I haven't found any haloing or anything like that either, so overall I'm pretty happy with the quality of the pictures. Saying that, the photos are going to be at their sharpest if you're using f8 and above. Anything less than that, then you might notice slightly less definition around the corners of the pictures, although it will remain sharp in the center. But anything over f8 you're going to get a really sharp picture. You can see full-size versions of these photos on my website. So in my opinion, I think this is a really good lens if you're into landscape photography. It's one of the cheapest Canon L lenses. I think it's pretty much the cheapest, certainly the cheapest wide-angle Canon L lens. You can buy it brand new for around about £600, £650. I bought this one second-hand and it cost me £380. So if you shop around, you can sometimes find pretty good prices. There are a couple of alternative lenses worth mentioning. There's a Canon 17-35 f2.8L lens. It's discontinued, they don't make it anymore, but you can still buy it second hand, and as it's f2.8 it's going to let more light in, so it's worth thinking about that one. There's also the 16-35mm f2.8. It's more expensive, but again it's a 2.8L, so it's going to let more light in again. Alternatively, if you're on a cropped sensor camera, it might be worth thinking about the Canon EFS 10-22mm. It won't work on a full frame camera, but on a cropped it's fine, and that would be equivalent focal length of 16-35mm on a full frame. So to sum up then, I think this lens is excellent if you're into landscape photography. The image quality is brilliant with this lens. It's weather resistant, so you can take it out in varying weather conditions, and it's not too expensive when you compare it to the other Canon L lenses. So overall I think it's a brilliant lens, and if you're into landscape photography I would definitely recommend getting this one. There we are. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and if you'd like to check out some more reviews you can go to my YouTube channel, which is SLR Lens. Thank you.